Hey party people, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I did all my Leo full moon readings, which were very interesting, and I decided I wanted to do a pick a pile today. So it's a pick a deck, pick a pile, pick a card, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we've got pile number 1 is Akashic Tarot, pile 2 is the Cat Tarot, pile 3 is Medicine Woman, and pile 4 is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So take a look at the decks, meditate on it, do whatever you want to do, and pick a deck, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oh, and the topic is, they chose someone else over you. How do they truly feel? Okay, so we've got these 4 piles. Go ahead and pick your pile, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? All right, so starting with pile number 1, okay? Akashic Tarot. I'm sorry, there's lawnmower guys outside, so I can't really control that, but I will try to talk as loud as possible, right? So they chose someone over you. How do they truly feel about you? Or how do they truly feel in general? Wishing, grief, ascending, I miss the feel of you next to me, Exemplar of Arrows, which is 10 of Swords, Intuition, 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 6 of Swords, I wish I could share my good news with you. We had wishing, and okay, I'm starting to understand our connection. Feminine spirit, receptive, intuitive, nurturing. That's the second intuitive card. And I don't consciously make these piles, so I just find it very interesting when that happens, because we got intuition. Spirit of the staircase, ascension, progress, the long way home. You guys, I swear on my life, I did not look at these cards, okay? We've got 2 ascending cards, 2 intuition cards. I was pulling the, and 2 wishing cards, okay? I wish and wishing. This is crazy, all right? We have a 4 of Wands here, which to me is a twin flame card. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Okay, so this is very interesting, this pile, okay? So this person had to choose this other person, because what happened was they really needed to ascend spiritually. And when you guys met, I feel like they were clueless. They had no idea, really. They weren't spiritually in tuned. I feel like them choosing this person created a lot of lessons for this person. I still feel like they're in the ascension process. I feel like they've always missed you on a 3D level, okay? They've always, even though they chose this other person, I don't even think it was conscious, okay? I don't think that they were like looking at your 2 pictures and were like, you know what, I like this one better. We're like, if you're looking at like a list of convicts and you're like, I picked number 5, like, I don't, there's a band, the number 12 looks like you, just popped in my head if you're into that kind of music. But I don't think that this person consciously did this. I think it was their soul. I think it could have been past life stuff. But I think that okay, so this person caused a lot of grief and trauma in you and a lot of betrayal. But this was for both of your ascensions, okay? This was to open up the scars of things that happened in your life that needed to be healed with the 6 of Swords, okay? But I feel like the grief that they caused you, the heartache, the betrayal with the 10 of Swords, this is such a weird 10 of Swords, okay? But it hurt them as much as it hurt you, not in the ways that they were conscious of, because I feel this person was very unconscious, but I do feel like they're walking up this staircase and they're getting more clarity. I do feel like you are a divine feminine here, and we've got the 4 of Wands to me, which is very twin flame-y, okay? But I feel like this was all supposed to happen to like break the egg open for both of your evolutions. This person is starting to understand your connection. I miss the feel of you next to me. I feel like they've always felt like a physical connection with you. And I think they convinced themselves, and I think this is like the problem with a lot of people that talk about twin flames and karmics and all this bullshit. Really, these terms are all such fucking bullshit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know I usually don't talk like this, but it's not about the labels. It's not about the words. It's about, because a lot of people want to put these labels on it because they either want to be part of the twin flame community, they want to feel validated in their strong feelings for someone. It really doesn't matter, because it's human beings that create labels for us to better understand things. Our souls don't need to label things as twin flames to feel like it's a twin flame journey. It's just that, you know, when you've met I want to say soulmate, but then, you know, the community will say, well, that's not as intense. But the word soulmate is really about the person that you know is connected to your soul. It's not the other half. It could be the same soul. I guess some people call it that. But what it means is like, this is the ultimate person that shines back to you everything about yourself, because you guys are from the same essence. Okay. So I feel like a lot that's happened in this dynamic is people along the journey have made you question your intuition about this connection, which is part of the journey, is to learn how to trust yourself and to learn how to harness your intuition, and really to stop going to other people. I'm a little bit fiery today, but stop going to other people to get any confirmation about this connection, because the whole point of why you guys came together was to learn how to trust yourselves. And I feel like this person mirrored back to this lack of trusting in themselves, because they didn't trust that this was deeper than something physical. They thought, oh, this is just physical because I'm always missing this person's body or their physical thing. And then the world tells you, oh, well, that's just lust, that's just sexual. But no, there's a reason why people are on a 3D level constantly drawn to someone's body. It could be because spiritually there's supposed to be a connection. I don't know if you guys ever experienced something where you can be still drawn to someone sexually and physically, but there's no bond there. It's like you can have sex and then it's done. Like, that's different than someone who keeps getting drawn to someone's body, but then they're like, oh, it's just physical. No, it's not. Because if it was just physical, it would have been wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and then it would have been over, okay? So I hope you guys are getting my drift. On a conscious level, you're being drawn to someone physically, but it's really because your spirit is trying to work something out energetically through this connection, okay? I wish I could share my good news with you. I feel like there's a void in this person's life, okay? We do see that with grief too. I feel like it's both sides. I feel like when significant things happen, it's like there's no one else you'd rather tell than the person that you feel the most connected to, right? So I feel like this person really hurt themselves by hurting you. I always use that song, that Christina Aguilera. But this staircase, Spirit of the Staircase says a long way home. I feel like it might still be a long way, but I feel like you guys have been on this journey for a really long time, okay? I feel like you might feel like, I'm never going to get there. It's almost like this place off into the distance that's just so untouchable, intangible, and the only place you could connect to it is in your dreams. But I feel like just keep staying on the journey, okay? Keep trusting yourself. Keep doing what feels right to you. Keep trusting your intuition, okay? It's a beautiful deck. And Two of Wands is interesting here, because there's like a 70s van. I don't know if 70s resonate with you guys. It resonates a lot with me and my journey and everything. 70s like memorabilia, but there's like a Volkswagen, and then there's like the world. And I feel like this is just like this connection that's always been in all your lifetimes. And you guys you might have felt like you were with this person somewhere in the 70s, okay, if you're younger, but or it could have been in this lifetime. But I feel like this person's really looking out and still wishing. We've got wishing twice, okay? So there's a lot of wishes that haven't been granted yet, I feel like, on both sides. And I feel like as long as you trust your path, this will continue to unfold. And just don't listen to anyone, okay? Listen to yourself. That's the whole message I want to say for that, all right? Unless the person seems to really align with what you're telling yourself, okay? So that's pile number 1. We're going to move on to pile number 2. Spirit of the pumpkin, autumn, harvest, midnight. Spirit of the elephant, community, social, companionship. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I bury myself in work to forget you. Knight of Cups. 7 of Cups. The Emperor. Earth Sun. 2 of Pentacles. You still take my breath away. Inner child. Commitment. Self-worth. Okay, guys. So this person chose someone else over you. How do they truly feel? This person, first off, is afraid of their... I feel like this is someone who grew up as a hopeless romantic and they got really badly hurt. And they, actually, you know what I just thought of with the spirit of the pumpkin? It's kind of like Cinderella, where at midnight, the clock struck midnight and she went back to her life, all right? But what I feel is that this person had a tower moment in their youth, and that tower moment made them so guarded and so afraid of getting hurt and so afraid of being this romantic, hopeless romantic, that they became a player. And they started masking their emotions with ego, okay? And this person is very ego defended, all right? I feel like they are able to connect. So I think you guys might be asking yourselves, well, I don't get it though, because they seem emotionally connected to other things. They seem open emotionally to other things. These things don't pull at their heartstrings. These people and these things, this community, these social gatherings, these shallow things, they're not affecting this person's inner child. This person has a lot of inner child work that they have to do. They have a lot of self-worth issues. Now, I do feel like they came into your life because you guys had self-worth issues. I feel like you guys mirrored this. I'm gonna just say, you might have seen them commit to someone else in a very serious way. You might even have seen them gotten engaged, gotten married, but it doesn't mean anything, all right? I bury myself in work to forget you. You were the one thing that this person would have broken that like spell of midnight, and you still take my breath away. They just couldn't get over their fear of abandonment, okay? I actually want to pull from the Mystic Moon Oracle and just get one more confirmation about this. This person had a lot of options. I do feel like they were a playboy, but I feel like when they met you, there was something very different, and they had to make a decision, victim, and return, okay? They had to make that's intense. They had to make a decision about whether are they going to be vulnerable or are they going to keep their guard up, and they decided to go the safe route, okay? They had a lot of options. They were juggling a lot of different things. They also have a lot going on with work. This person could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, or Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I feel like they're very, they are very connected to the earth. I do feel like they're very spiritual on a level, but I also feel like they surround themselves with material things and superficial things to prevent themselves from getting hurt. I think that growing up, as a child, we have inner child and earth sun. One of their parents was very money focused, and it made them feel like they weren't good enough with the self-worth. And I feel like they do a lot of things to prove to this parent, even if that parent's not in their life, that they're successful, okay? They do see what happened with you guys as a spiritual lesson. What's interesting is, okay, so this person may end up actually committing to the person that they're with long term, is the feeling I'm getting, unfortunately. But they might not return in a year or 2 years, but this person, I am telling you guys, is going to return at some point. I felt it before I even pulled this card, but it's going to be when you least expect it. And what's really weird is I feel like a lot of people would probably tell you that's not true. This person's gone. This person, because the way they treated you and the way you conveyed it to people, people thought this person doesn't care about you. But this Knight of Cups was not reversed, okay? They had romantic feelings for you. You still take my breath away, all right? They definitely had feelings for you. Something could have happened significantly in the fall. September, October could be also that person or you born in that time. August, September, October. I think that's when things really changed, was the fall of a year. I don't necessarily know if it was last year. I also feel like this person's very indecisive, and I feel like they thought they were making the right decision, and as long as they're in this victim mentality of like, I'm the one that got hurt when I was younger, I'm the one that needs to protect myself, they're never going to get out of it. The Emperor could be bad or good. I feel like this is a sign, though, that they may end up taking responsibility, all right? I actually want to pull one more card from the Hidden Truth Oracle. They may end up honoring the fact that they were wrong. I don't know, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. This person was very, very, a lot more attached to you than they let on, okay? They had a lot stronger of feelings. They had a lot more emotional investment in this than they let on, but they had to make a decision. Do they protect themselves because they could potentially get hurt again like they were when they were younger? I feel like this person has a major issue with rejection and abandonment. I want you guys to trust the fact that this person really did have feelings, and they did this to protect themselves. They chose to be with someone who could have just been like a friend that they felt safe with, that they felt like could never hurt them, that they felt wasn't really like their dream, but it was like someone they felt really comfortable and safe with that would never leave them, okay? So, yeah, that's the message I have for you guys. I do feel like this person needs to do a lot of inner child work before they return, though. And it might be years down the road. It might be like 10 years. So don't wait on this person, but no, it was not rejection. You weren't not loved. You weren't not appreciated. I feel like, in fact, it was the fact that this person really saw the beauty in you, and they saw the potential of what you guys could be. And also you needed to, you guys, look at this. Flame, eternity. This is a twin flame situation. This is a situation that it will never end. This romance between you guys will never die, okay? So I feel like you need to go and live your life and know that this person's going to eventually return and be the best freaking version of yourself that you could be before they come back, okay? This was the final confirmation, and this was beautiful, okay? So that's the message I have for pile number 2. All right. So we're going to go into pile number 3. All right, so if you chose Medicine Woman, got Spirit of Light, Awakening, New Dawn, and Beginnings. Spirit of Communication, Love Letter, Email, Text, and Phone Call. I love you unconditionally. All right. I wish I had treated you better. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. 7 of Swords reversed. The World, Capricorn, karmic lessons. Manifestation. 8 of Swords reversed. You still hold a piece of my heart. Abandon. The answer is no. And complicated. So I think you guys think that this person really loves the person that they're with, that the person they left you for is who they really loved, and I'm going to tell you guys the answer is no, okay? They love you unconditionally. I feel this person let you go and chose someone else because their soul knew that they would not help you. It was such a deep love. I'm getting like a very strong feeling for this pile. Like, this was so unconditional that this person, and the world is going to say, no, that's BS, that if you love someone, you be with them. No, because if someone really doesn't feel good about themselves and who they are and what they have to offer, and they really love someone else, they're not going to let themselves be with that person, okay? There was a lot of soul lessons here. There was a lot of fear of abandonment here. The situation was very, very complicated. We've got complicated and this 11, which is kind of like a twin flame thing. I just want to pull a couple more cards. I feel like things were very fuzzy and confusing, and there was a lot of betrayal here. Action. Twin flame. All right. This was a twin flame, okay? That means that you guys are still connected. You always will be. Action. You still hold a piece of my heart, which is interesting because we've got spirit of communication with the heart. Awakening, new dawn. 8 of Swords reversed. I just want to pull a couple more tarot here. I feel like what's going to happen with this situation is that when a lot of the karmic lessons are revealed and a lot of... This person's going to end up... I feel this person also has been sort of on their high horse. They've had a lot of success. I got 8 of Pentacles reversed. But when this person gets abandoned by the person that they chose over you, now on a 3D level, I don't think they thought, I love this person. I don't think they're conscious of their love for you, okay? But it's going to come down on them because they do wish they treated you better. They know they treated you poorly. They know there was a lot of imbalance in this situation, and there were a lot of harsh lessons that you guys both caused each other. But I feel like what's going to happen is this person that they're with is going to abandon them, and there's going to be like a tower moment for them, and they're going to realize everything, okay? They're going to realize you were their heart. They're going to come out of this confusion. They're going to realize how much they love you. They're going to kind of get knocked off their horse. I feel like they've had a lot of things in the external world, like distracting them, giving them attention, making them feel like they don't even have to face these deep things, but they're going to have like a self-actualization here, okay? You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Capricorn. Those are actually the only... Yeah. But the Temperance is also by a lot of people seen as the twin flame. It's like kind of like balancing that fire, the fire of both of you guys. Look, we have fire here, fire here. And there's a lot of hearts in these cards, all of them. You're going to end up getting a text, a phone call, love letter, and email. This person's going to have an awakening. There's going to be light shined on everything, but it's going to be very hard for this person, okay? They're going to go through a major abandonment. I think that the person that they're with is not going to stick around. And I don't know how that's going to look, but they're going to regret betraying you. We have 7 of Swords reversed. You were also being protected from something that this person hadn't worked out while you guys were still together, okay? But I see love again here. There's a lot of love here. I feel like you guys might have treated each other like there wasn't love, but I feel like there really was a lot of love. But you were being protected from something. I feel like this person might have addictions that would have bled onto you. I feel like they're not honest with themselves. I feel like they're not honest with you. Where's that deck that I want to pull from? I feel like it wouldn't have been at that time what it should have been between you guys. But I feel like as time goes on, that things are going to become more clear. High Priestess of Air could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but that's all that clarity and mental clarity. I'm telling you, this person's going to get it, okay? They're going to have an awakening at some point, and you might have felt like a lot of time has gone on and nothing has changed because they haven't had that moment yet. They haven't had their tower, but unfortunately it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be like deadly. I just think it's going to be really... It's going to really alter their sense of like everything they've done in their life, and they're going to really look back. And they're going to come out of this like 8 of Swords, like bound, confusion, mentally trapped state, and they're going to just have this sudden clarity. I almost feel like this person is going, there's a rose here and a flower and a rose here. I feel like this person is going to show up at your house or like send you flowers or something. They're going to do something that you never ever anticipated them to do, okay? I want to get one more twin flame message, volume 2, but this person doesn't have this awareness now. They're not emotionally available now. I'm going to pull from this and twin flame shadows. I look at your picture often. They still desire you, okay? They still have a connection to you. They still, I feel like there was always a physical attraction there, okay? But I'm going to just pull from the shadows and see what are the shadows preventing this person. Invading. This person definitely watches you, okay? They definitely are still keeping an eye on you. And unavailable, that's what I just said. They're not emotionally available. They're still not. They think they are with this person, but they never were, and they haven't been, okay? But something's gonna happen, and they're gonna realize you're their one true love, and I don't know if you guys are gonna be there when they come back, okay? So I know it's been very complicated. The timing has been really off with you guys, but look, it's a twin flame, and I don't get that card very often. So, all right. So, guys, that's the message I have for pile number 3. Let's do pile number 4, okay? If you chose the Mystical Shaman Oracle, that's your pile. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Spirit of Air, clarity, awareness, and truth. Spirit of the Fly, decay, rotten, stagnation. My life is not as together as it seems. I left you before you could leave me. 5 of Wands. Wow. Justice reversed. The Tower. Inner harmony. 5 of Swords. Oh my God, you guys. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. This is a very intense pile. Pause. Conclusion reversed. I usually don't take that reverse, but I felt compelled to say that. Oath. Okay. So this person and you, first off, this person is very conflicted human being. I think you guys had a lot of fights that they blamed on you, but it wasn't your fault. I feel like they're a mess. I feel like they are having tower moments after tower moments. There's a lack of balance in their life. You could have been dealing with a Libra, a Scorpio, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Rotten stagnation. I think that the thing that they chose has just actually made things worse. I think this person's very avoidant of facing themselves, and they thought you were the problem, but now they realize that they're the problem, okay? And they're starting to realize that. You felt like this situation was very karmically imbalanced. Regret. Sometimes I reflect back on your face, your eyes, your skin, your light. I let you go because I was too much of a coward to fight. This person is very stubborn. They're very, they've very much wanted you to feel like you were the problem, okay? But ever since they decided to pin you as the problem, this is very like a narcissistic energy, but I still believe despite any personality disorder in psychology, spirituality always reigns over. So even if someone is narcissist, I still feel like they have a soul, and they could have a soulmate and twin flame, okay? So I don't just pin it as that. But we've got 5 of Wands and 5 of Swords. This person was very selfish. I feel like they were two-timing you. I feel like they chose someone else because they thought it would be easier. They thought this would be the way to harmony. They thought if they aligned with someone who just kind of like went with whatever they wanted, that I left you before you left me too. They have abandonment issues. They felt like if they went with someone who was just easier to deal with, could have been a Libra that they went with, I don't know, but that it would just not, then the fighting would stop, and then they wouldn't have to look in the mirror anymore, and then they'd feel like they weren't an issue because you brought up so much in this person. Like, you made them really feel like they had an issue, they had a problem, okay? They have a lot of things that they feel like they have to show up for in their life, like where they have to show a certain face, okay? And but it's all like a mask. I want to pull from the Mystic Moon Oracle and just get confirmation on that. It's all like for show, okay? I think they want to seem like peaceful. Refocus and metamorphosis. I feel like a lot of change happened from this dynamic. This person obviously regrets it, okay? But I feel like as you remove yourself from the situation, because if you are still involved, you need to get out of it, because this person has to look in the mirror and realize you were not the problem, okay? Because I feel like they made you feel like you were very much the issue, and this person needs to change, and you need to remove yourself, and they need to see that even without you being in their world, there's still a problem, because you are mirroring back to them things about themselves that they needed to change. Okay, so what needs to happen is this person has to get to a place of inner harmony. I think they were chasing after a situation that they thought would bring it, but the work is on the inside, okay? And they're still carrying around who they are. They can't escape that. Manipulation. This person, there was a lot of narcissistic energy here, okay? And disillusion. That's what I'm saying. They really thought you were the problem. I keep saying that, but I want to get one more twin flame message, volume 2. I keep comparing others to you. They do that because you forever will live in this person's mind. Like, it's like you showed them who they were, and they're gonna forever be running. And until they stop running is when they're going to come back to you, and they're gonna have this realization that their life isn't as together as, I mean, look at all these cards. Their life isn't together as it seemed in the Tower, okay? So, this person really has to refocus, like, on themselves and not on you. And, like, I feel like you need to do that too, okay? Let me just pull a couple more from the Hidden Truth Oracle. I know that I crossed the line with you. I feel like they crossed the line a lot with you, okay? They did a lot of things that were really messed up. I wish that things could be different. So I feel like they're already starting to have this moment that they realize they were in the wrong, okay? With this conclusion reverse, I definitely feel like this isn't over. I feel like this person's gonna come back when things start to really fall apart. And if they're with someone now, I feel like they're going to start realizing that it's just not, that wasn't the way to avoid themselves. Because I feel like who they were with you is actually who they are, and they're starting to realize that they have like a mask and that it's not serving them, okay? And I do think they want inner harmony. I think they want harmony with you. I do think they want to apologize, okay? I don't know if you would ever even want to be with this person, because I feel like they caused you a lot of harm, but I also feel that things with their situation right now are very stagnant. They're like rotten. They're not as amazing as they seem, all right? So if you're looking on the outside, looking in, don't make all these stories in your head about what they're experiencing right now, because I don't think it's as great as it seems, okay? So things do need to get back in balance. There does need to be justice added to this dynamic. I'm gonna pull one more tarot card and just get clarity about that, okay? What's this final tarot card that I needed for this pile? Could be a Scorpio with that metamorphosis. It's like a transformation death card. Ten of Pentacles reversed, Fire King. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. I feel like there was also a lot of the fights were very passionate. I do feel like this person still, still feels passion towards you. I think that's part of why you guys fought so much, because you both were very fiery, okay? But this person, I feel like, also is going to take action. Ten of Pentacles reversed is like this instability. They don't have it all together like it seems, okay? They're trying to convey that, but I just feel like, this person's kind of a mess, but I do feel that they are going to take action towards you at some point. They really have a lot of healing and evolving and things to look at in themselves before that could happen, though, okay? They need to take an oath to themselves to be better and to be more authentic and genuine, all right? So that's the message I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.